All right, another video. Today is Sunday the 11th. It's right now 7 o'clock at night right now. So here's the new truck I bought Saturday afternoon. Left the house around 9:30, got there and left there around 1 and got home by, yeah. So here's the new truck. I bought this truck in terms of not needing nothing. Once I saw it, okay, I'll take the front hubs, which I'm going to be taking from my truck for spares. And on top of that, the rear axle might be better. I need to open up the diff, but at least the perches look better in mine for spring perch hangers. So one positive note right now, and the wheels don't lock up right now. So I'm taking those two items. That's all I need for the truck. Buying this truck for even not for those reasons, I don't need it. I saw on Facebook on Marketplace, it's like 500 bucks. It's a good deal, but I don't need it. And then I'll pass. Two friends sent me a message about it, shared it. Then Grandpa sent me an email about it. Then Dad sent me an email about it. It's like, fine, I'll get it. It's $500. I have the money, but I really don't want to spend the money. So I'm trying to finish up this and to do a 1/8 scale RC model of this all metal body, cage, yeah, all the RC build. That's what I'm trying to focus on. But like this, it doesn't hurt to have a few spare parts like hubs, because CJ hubs don't work on a truck. So it's not bad to have a few spares. Rear axle might be a good option for my truck. A better axle than a chip spider gear I have right now. So like, all right, there's that. That's half the $500 value. I'll do it. I'll buy it. Went to the bank, had some money, plus Thursday and Friday I sold some wheels for $100, and I sold whatever else I sold for 75 bucks. I sold for. So I had half the money too for that. So when the bank got $350 out, and yeah, Friday put the Jeep up. Wasn't hard to load. This front tire was locked up. I just fixed it now, so now we're good. It's spin now, but it didn't spin when I was loading it at all. Tire's locked up. It's the only difficult we had. Two back tires he put back on that do hold air, but the front tires obviously did not, so I brought my own wheels to put on. So that's that. Steering worked, so it did go on easily. We did use the little tiny electric winch, 120 volt the guy had. Plugged into this workshop to run the winch. It was slow, but it worked. Then he had his front forks on his tractor to help pick up the back end, which wasn't really necessary. But it's on the trailer. Everything all strapped down, got home. We actually took it to a car wash in Union City, Pennsylvania. Got a car wash for it and just got rid of the gunk off of it. The motor's still greasy, grimy, but everything else at least is now taken off. And you can see all the good patina. Now, what doesn't get us is the back bed portion, which is outside, and this blue here, and it's like that blue, exact match to my truck blue. And my truck blue is, I had to get custom mix now, but brush on, satin, blue paint. Anyway, we don't know the story on this truck. Much as I know about the truck, it's 1962, new. The guy owned it new through 82, then parked it at the guy's business parking lot, and then sat there forever. Then about 5 years ago, they start tearing into it to work on it, and it's just too late because the body started rusting out, and the leaf springs, everything is like abandoned the tear down, and parts are all scattered around. Luckily, the guy saved the fenders, front and rear fenders, as well as the tailgate in the workshop, as the whole rest of the truck sat outside. Look at the hood was on, so help protect the engine, but so those are good. So I have to walk around more. I'll get to the point where I'm getting to next. I want to look at the truck. My idea is still get the motor running, which my plan was. See, the guy said the motor does spin, the crank. It does so, as I got here and checked it out, it does spin, but not 100% spin consistently. It spins full rotation and then another quarter, stops. You reverse it and then stops. So something in there is stopping it. The distributor does turn as I turn the cranks. I know the cam's working, timing's ish okay. So the biggest thing is probably a valve in here is stuck, and I don't want to tear into this thing. And 'cause again, I don't really care for the motor. I'm really just trying to get it to spin freely to get more value to sell it for, or I got to sell as is for a certain price, which I found a price, and my neighbor wants it for his FC, so for parts. So I was like, $250, take it, done. No hassle to figure it out because he needs manifolds for him, spare carb, fuel pump, all the stuff like that, spares. So done, not to deal with it, but most likely it's probably a stuck valve. Spark plugs all came out, which I'm happy about, because my 61 wagon that I just sold 2 weeks ago, had one spark plug stuck, and the whole motor was seized. So it's a little bit better. And being one owner on this truck, it's got 54,000 miles. It's not too high of a motor miles on it, and for 20 years. So there's my story on the truck and the motor's history and what's wrong with the motor. It's probably why it got parked, and it explains for why I saw a valve spring in the glove box, one spring, and a bunch of lug nuts, but they're all missing, that's why, and spark plugs. But anyway, there's that. On to the next. Let's go around the truck. My CJ3A is all torn apart. That's now ready to sell parts, but back to this. Shop light on. So cab. Cab's not, I mean, it's bad, but it's not bad. Actually, it's a bit better than mine. It needs new floors, but it's got this mat on top, but you can see it's all rusted. Mine had that way too. But cab pointers, questionable, but they're not bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna take it and make it worse. I'm parting it out like midway of tearing the thing apart, diagnosing the motor, see what I have here. Like, let's do a rat rod build. Always want to do one. I have the opportunity here. Have a truck and a truck, trail truck, daily driver, overland, camping truck, and this is just a street truck only. Keep it two-wheel drive. But I don't want another project. I want my full-size truck there, Jenny, and I want my scale model, 1/8 scale Jenny, as RC. That's all I want, and that's it. I don't need another project, don't need another vehicle, another money pit. And this will be a money pit, 'cause it's a rat rod. It's not a restoration like that. So I decided to just part it out. So yeah, parting it out. Alrighty, so let's carry on. The wheels are all 15 Jeep wheels for hubcaps, so they're good wheels. But most of these wheels I'm seeing are big opening for valve stems, meaning they have tubes in them. So there's that deal. Alrighty, let's get to the damage back here. I took the bed was already off the frame. It was just resting on the frame. The bed was sitting here, not on top. It was scooted back and setting down the frame, not on its actual parts. Rusted off. This rusted off from this mount. So yeah, it's pretty rusty. But I got the fork came in here and just put the cap bed up, set on some pallets. Now I can see outside, I don't see any cracks. Mine had cracks. So that's good. But you get in here, yeah, I'm gonna say it's pretty roached. Yeah, it gets worse. And then back's not bad at all, I guess. You get the spring hanger there, bad. So if I did rat rod build, I would definitely bob the frame. So make this the back bumper pretty much. Do a CJ7 roll bar I have, put it back here up, stiffen something up. New cross members. Obviously, leaf springs are all shot. I'll show you this one first. It's buckled up there, all cracked. Go to this side. It doesn't exist. So, yeah. Worse. I don't want to start with a bad frame. I mean, the channels are not bad, but the whole cross members need replaced, which isn't a big bad deal, but I don't want another project. Money pit. And the bank account shows like $1,200 a meeting. Like, yeah, I shouldn't do this. So I ain't doing it. It's my mind back and forth, but I'm not doing it. Anyway, off that topic. Glass is all good. None of the glass is broke. Door glass does crank. Winglets all work except the old handle's missing. I got one sun visor. This guy did put some insulation in here, so all stuffed up there. And back here, you have board within to insulate it. And he's got carpet for seating. Stylish, but not right. They still got to pull apart and see what's underneath the seat, that storage compartment. But there's the VIN tag. Alright, there's enough of that tour. Radio, I'm told, is not original, but it's the original spot, but not original. The steering does feel nice. I don't feel any minor slop there, but I mean, it's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock slop. Not horrible. Miles, 54,000 miles. Ashtray, got the heater controls, which I'll get to the selling part soon. Glove box, handles are all there. So, alright, there's that. About it for the truck tour. Alright, I'm going to get to selling parts now. So I did pull the hubs off myself. That's done. That side rear axle, I'll pull, but not for a while. But I'll save that for a while for myself. So it's gonna be just keep a rolling chassis. I'm gonna keep it for myself as a roller chassis, spare front axle, spare rear axle. And the front leaf springs look okay to save for spares. But so I'm keeping that stuff. The frame, I'll keep. But yeah, the motor I'm selling, my front neighbor for $250. He's coming to pick it up Saturday, help me out, take it out. I'm gonna start getting prepped for that. So I'm selling that motor for $250. And then rest of the stuff's pretty much already laid out. I don't know where I put the trim at. Okay. We got trim over here. So Midwest Willys, Joe Sheets, I messaged and I said, like, I got a bunch of parts off this truck. Make a bundle deal to you, make a sale. And so they offered me $125 for this trim. So we have 1, 2. You have the 2 door trims right here. You have this one for the cowling. Goes on the cowling, that little goes down at number 7, the top piece. They want that. And then this piece, I don't know what it's from, but it goes somewhere on the truck. It's a bit shorter than the door trim. It doesn't seem cut, so it's factory for somewhere. So they want that. And they want the cap corner piece. I only have one. So $125 for the deal for this, which I'm shocked. I understand it's valuable, but $125, sure. All right, so we're taking that. And over here, we got parking lights, the glass, and the chrome. Got one light mount. So that's $20 they offered. Horn, if it works, they gotta test it. $15. It'd be worth more. I just said 15 is fine with me. I did offer this corner piece, but they didn't want it. There's better reproduction ones they wanted to use instead. So there's that deal. And then, if I can get that heater controller off, those 3 switches, poles for the heater without damaging the cables, $60. I can get those off. What else on my list, on my mind? Rest of it's mostly outside. I do have this generator that's not from the truck. It's from my 3A, $50. YF carb, $50 they want or offer. So there's that stuff in here. Outside, there's about 3 things outside the show. So they offered me $400 for the pair of fenders, $200 each. Fan shrouds, $50 each. I have 2, so $50 for each. Those 2 headlights were mounted to. Splash pan, $150. So all that is what's for sale. I'm selling currently. So I paid $400 for the truck. He wanted 5. Got him down to $400 because it's worse condition than I thought. So $400. And I gave Dad $50 cash just to pay off gas for the travel. So $450 in. on my deal, and just these fenders pay off the fenders, and the fan shroud pay off the truck. So I'm keeping the tailgate, rear axle, and the front hubs ideally for myself. Everything else I don't need. So yeah. That's about it for this update, pretty much. And my guy coming for my 3A, Friday's coming for him, for the parts, for the transmission and the two axles. So I'm selling those that day. And then another guy on Facebook saw my post on my truck. I'm not advertising to sell the truck on that post, just sharing it. And that turns into a selling page post. So the guy wants my headlights. I don't have the grill, but in the front seat of the truck, it came with 2 extra headlights, the housings, all the chrome. So it's like, I don't care about the light bulbs, I just need the housings and the chrome, how much, and then plus shipping. So he said deal, so selling those. So we're in the profit zone. So here I spent $450 for the truck, and I'm already getting that out of the fenders in the fan shroud. Everything else is profit. The profit, again, I don't value my time, but putting that profit towards my 1/8 scale RC Jeep. So I have a nice matching set. Again, I'm after, it's better to me than having a scale Tonka toy of my full size, to rather be having a RC model that's functional, go on the trail, trail ride with others with their RC, but mine matches my full size. I don't know, that's what I'm after. And my RC build, I just paid the guy for 3D printing my body for me. So my printer is too small to print a RC model of my body here. I need a 10x10 printer. I don't have that big. So printing out the whole body pretty much. The cab is one, fenders and grill is one, the hood's one, the rooftop's one piece, and then the back bed is the bed. Then you have the side skirts that mount kind of right here, side skirts, doors. So printing those parts out, and the files, your steering wheels, seats, I don't care. All I need is just the cab to get an outside profile, so I can go ahead and RC model scale, get brake line, fuel line, real life size fuel line. Not that big though, but my old tiny scale model, it's gonna be 10 inches wider, so say a foot. Bend some metal on that piece of plastic with the curves, the windshield, everything. Pretty much I have to make a full size, well, it gets scale, but make a full exo cage, roll cage on the outside of the body, because it's a plastic body, you want to protect it. So for my mind is to make an exo cage, but actually it's an internal cage. I'm just taking the profile of the body to go ahead and give me the profile, make it precise and right and scale. Might be off by a little bit here and there, but it's better than nothing. And custom fab work and brazing. So all that tube work gets brazed, torch and lead, whatever it takes to use. And then go ahead and find some very thin sheet metal or aluminum, I'm not sure what I'm going to use. The hard part I want to see is making this hood in scale form. I don't have to make this strip though, that's good at least. And the small deck, I mean that's real life size. Small size is not much at all, so I can probably skip on that. But making this curve, well, it's also wide and then also it's short up front. Bit of a challenge, but make body panels, braze them on, make the hood open, doors can stay full shut for scale form, back bed, everything. Then with the exo cage becomes an inside cage, a cage where it mounts panels to. Anyway, enough of this, but that's what I'm working on there. And once I have a body and cage all made, then find a chassis and RC model groups, find a chassis that's universal, buy it, custom cross members, axial transmission from Vanquish, and then race servo, brushless powered, ESCs, resell battery, do that. And then I'm gonna run some Vanquish axles, wide track axles pretty much on this 8th scale build. I like to do quarter scale, it'd be cool. I'm just finding brushless motor, brush motors pretty hard at that size, and axles, and figure out steering components. It's cool to have a scale model of my truck in the back bed. That'll be epic. Be on like a mini bike, like right in the back bed. But no, I really more. That's cool for shows, but not very cool to go to the RC park and crawl with everyone else with a massive quarter scale crawler, let alone their own 10 scale. So, alrighty. So, there's my video here. Update. Puts for sale too. No one wants it yet. 150 your best offer. No rust, just patina. Get the chrome emblem, latch. So, there's that. And then pretty much the cap here. And Midwest Willys also, for all the big items like fenders and splash pan, I'm going to be saving them for Spring Willys Reunion in Akron, Ohio. I'm meeting them there every year. I'll bring a crate of all the stuff. Bring in my truck this year, so in the back bed or on the trailer, I'll haul a crate for all the stuff for them. We can just unload there and sell off. So, bring that from them. And then as well, I have a Dana 20 transfer case to give to Jordan for 20 bucks, cheap. So, there's that. A couple of goodies in this box of things I found for the hood. And AMC badges for some reason. I did find a W, a D, there's a Jeep badge, and a G. I found those, and there's one valve spring. Valve spring, or could this be, it's way too stiff to be a valve spring. It's probably the cap mount spring, my guess. It's about the proper size for a cap spring. Also found a Hurst shifter knob. Now what throws me off is Hurst is that way, but the hole's that way. So then why is it upside down? Now it could be a small chance that a shifter was set up like this. I doubt it, but found those brick parts. That's about all I found in here. But light bulbs I'll keep for spares. Screws I'll keep for spares. Repurpose them. Alrighty, that's about it for my parts of this truck I bought. So I think I'll be making close to $1,000 total on this truck. So a profit of $600. That's pretty good. RC scale model will cost me $25 in plastic for the mold. Brazing all that brake line, I'm not sure. Get a torch, yellow propane torch. Chassis is $150 for scale model. Brushless motor, ESC is $250. Transmissions, about $200-ish. Transfer case, it's about $1,000, $1,500 build as well. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, that's all. So, thanks for watching. I know most of you guys don't really stay around this long for my videos. Mostly like up to the 5-minute mark and kind of fade off, but another update, another Jeep save being parted out to save other Jeeps and make a small profit. So, alrighty, that's all. Bye.